Hey, all right. So if you have a stool, a strap, and a little weight, and a block, maybe a pillow, maybe a blanket, whatever you have is correct. Some thumbs. Yeah, that's beautiful. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so we're gonna start in our comfy seated position. We'll do a little quick sound check. Can you hear me? Yeah. And once you have settled in, as we are all arriving, go ahead and take a seat. Hello. Ah, I'm just taking a moment to go ahead and sign, maybe even rubbing the hands together, activating the right side of the brain and the left side of the brain, noticing the energy that you are always creating, but intentionally right here, right now, as you're rubbing your hands together, feeling this energy, this warmth, this sensation. Taking a deep breath in through your belly, bringing it all the way up to your clavicle bones, and exhale, letting it go. And again, inhale, belly, ribs, clavicle bones, and exhale, letting that go. Slowing down that sensation that you're creating here as we rub our hands together, just creating a little slower pace. And taking a moment to arrive, to notice where in your body desires a little extra love today. And placing your hands there. Maybe it's multiple places, but just attuning to one spot, one spot. For me, I'm simply saying my heart, softening the gaze, closing the eyes, taking a nice deep, letting go breath, and exhale twice as long. Knowing as you exhale twice as long, we're activating our parasympathetic nervous system, that expression of rest, digest, deep breath in, like a wave, slow breath out. Before we begin regulating our breath into that adaptogenic breathing, let's begin by focusing your attention, my attention on our heart. Maybe even imagine breathing in through your heart and exhale, releasing and letting it go out to the rest of your body. And again, inhale, exhale, release. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. Option to open the eyes, stretch the arms up over your head, like a good morning stretch. Open, close, open, close. Yay, we're here. I'm so excited. As we release the hands slowly, gently, just placing the palms upright. Always an option to soften the gaze or find a spot to focus on your drishti, your focal point. We begin with those 3 rounds of adaptogenic breathing. So inhaling for 4, exhale for 4. And on the exhalation, a suggestion is providing that light constriction in the back of the throat. You could think of it as when you say the ha sound, but with your mouth closed. This is a way that we can activate that ventral vagal, that social engagement system. The vagus nerve goes all throughout our body, but particularly, this is our voice box. It's a way of attunement, self-compassion. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms going out and up, open the eyes, palms touch, look up, and exhale, slowly, gently opening up to your right side, placing the fingertips behind. As you press into your fingertips, right, look extra length in your spine. Think an inhale, lengthen, and exhale, slowly, gentle. Exhale, twist. So just a gentle axle rotation here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. And on your next inhale, bring your head back to center, followed by your hands. Open up. Little hand yoga as you awaken a proprioception or body and space. And then slowly, gently open up other side. Once again, using those fingertips. Oftentimes refer to them as arches. Let's press into the mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. And again, inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. On your next inhalation, bring your head back to center, followed by your hand. And slowly, gently release, coming off of the pillow or block, bolster, over to tabletop. And if you're noticing a little discomfort in the knee, like I am, full arthritis, you got a little, just add a little extra cushion here, place a blanket, whatever's cozy for you. Spreading your fingers wide. Remember, we want to claw the mat, kind of creating like a cupcake, pop or muffin top, or whatever we want to call it. Basically, we're clawing the mat. Protract the shoulders, scoop your tailbone in, release the weight of your head. And slowly, gently, as slow as possible, coming back to a flat back and allowing your elbow crease to swivel forward, just creating a little bit of a lock here. And again, flat back, protract the shoulders, scoop your tailbone in, and then slowly, gently release, flat back. 2 more like that. Protract the shoulders, scoop your tailbone in, and release, flat back. Last one. Protract, scoop the tailbone in, and slowly, gently coming back to a neutral spine, finding that focal point, finding your drishti that's eye level, and then slowly, gently begin to arch the spine. And then release. So we're just creating a modification of this cat-cow. And again, isolation of the pelvis, arching the spine. This last one here. Arch up. And then go into that organic spinal movement pattern. So just allowing your hips to go from side to side, noticing the snap and crackle and pop, hydration of the discs, the joints come forward. Getting into the wrist. If you do have any wrist pain, another reason to even plot even more muffin top, whatever we're calling this today, haven't decided yet. Going to come forward and create a little massage here in the wrist, maybe even making your way into a transitionary child's pose. So not staying for too long, but just transitioning through so that way you can notice your own biomechanics, noticing the way that your body wants to move right now versus forcing it. So just allowing it to be an unregulated movement. Yes. And just balancing it out. So if you tend to go to one side or the other side, just sure. It's not maybe even imagining your spine like a jump rope, creating an infinity sign. Once you feel content, coming back, come back to your tabletop. Protract the shoulders, scoop the tailbone in, tuck the toes, lift the knees, bear pose, hold for a breath in. And release, press back down dog, bend the knees as much as needed, bending into the right knee, look under your left armpit, and switch. These more stagnant poses, always an option to create an audible exhalation because it feels really good to just sigh it out. Then we move. We breathe and remember that 4 to 4 adaptogenic breathing, where we inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. Just a few more. Walking your dog, bending into the right knee, looking into the left armpit, bending the left, and then the right armpit, and then coming back to center. Bend your knees, out like a frog, look forward, and step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Go ahead and grab your 2 fists distance. Just placing it right in between your feet, bending your knees, release the weight of your head, grabbing opposite elbows, going into that somatic sway, soothing the nervous system. Reminding you we're not running away from tigers and bears on line. Just stretching, just practicing yoga. Remember, it takes about 2 minutes for the body to get this message. A little somatic squeeze can really help that autonomic nervous system. Coming back to center and release. Always an option to place blocks or a stool or something in front of you to create that flat back, especially in the beginning. And exhale, release. Microbend the knees always. Inhale, flat back. Just do a few more of this. And release. Imagine someone lovingly pulling your hips back to create that flat back. And release. On your next inhale, go ahead and arms go out and up. Palms touch, look up. And then just go ahead and connect the thumbs. Inhale. Little chest expansion as we wing out the elbows, open up the chest. And release, mountain pose. Coming back to center. Microbend the knees, placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen. And just softening your gaze, closing your eyes. Just focusing on your intention. Maybe a word, phrase, mantra, whatever comes up for you. We're always welcome to share mine. Mine is love. I love both of you. I'm just really honored to do this. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale, release, mountain. Inhale, arms going out and up. Palms touch, look up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. That's our half sun A. We're going to do 2 more like that. Inhale, arms going out and up. Palms touch, look up. And exhale, release, mountain. Inhale. Arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms going out and up. Palms touch, look up. And exhale, release, mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And release. All right, so we're gonna go into a full sun A, but before we do that, if you have a belt or a strap, I'm not sure what you guys had. We're just gonna kind of open up a little bit in our chest together. Even a blanket, like I sometimes just like roll up a towel. Yeah, like a whip or something. It's perfect. Yeah, just to get a little extra spaciousness. And you can kind of monitor what feels comfy for you. So we're just gonna go ahead and find that focal point again as we're breathing in, opening up. It's like cactus of the elbows, so not full. So think 0 to 10. We're not gonna go past a 4. So 10 would be like CrossFit, working out the gym, going full throttle, or just this light resistance, very light resistance to open up, feel a little bit extra chest expansion, and also to help with overhead range of motion. So here we are, slowly, gently bring it back down. And then if you want to increase the intensity by like a notch, very, very minimal intensity, you may, as we go inhale up, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up, and then protract the shoulders as you come back. 3 more like that. Inhale, open. And exhale, release. Maybe even creating a slight micro bend in your knees just so we don't hyperextend. And release. This last one, we're going to hold for breath in and breath out. So inhale, coming back. Bring the elbows out, cactus. Hold for a breath in. Just notice that slight resistance as your fingers might come in a little bit closer here. And then exhale, release. All right, going into archer's pose. So allowing that towel, strap, belt, whatever you're using. And then with the opposite hand, you're going to pull away. So this might be a little bit extra intensity. So we're going to begin to extend out our exhalation. So breathing in for 4. Remember, not going past at 4.5, 5 intensity. And then we're going to exhale for the count of 5. So inhaling with me for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round, just like that. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, gently release before we do the other side. Just do a little havening here, so grabbing opposite elbows, kind of give a little body massage, a little squeeze, just noticing that sensation or discomfort. Remembering if it's pain, back away. If it's discomfort, invite in with curiosity. Notice the way in which your biomechanics are operating today. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly, gently release. So just a little havening, another somatic practice to self-attune to our nervous system. Inhale, and exhale, slowly, gently release. Shake it up. Okay, other side. So bringing that towel around. And then whenever you're ready, and slowly, gently find that sustainable pull. So not going full throttle. 4, 5 out of 10 intensity. Extending on our exhalation. Beautiful. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully. And exhale completely, and slowly, gently release the strap, placing it on the mat. And once again, giving yourself a little hug, a little squeeze, a little somatic check-in, a little massage. Maybe noticing there's a little bit of built-up fascia here. And then we'll be in that healing technique. So starting at the top of the shoulders, inhale. And exhale, slowly, gently, fingertips. And again, inhale. Slowly, gently, fingertips. All right, shake it out. Yes, here we go. Top of the mat, going into sun A, inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, stepping back to your high plank pose. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. So we're activating that lymphatic drainage. So inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. 2 more. Inhale. Engage with the transverse abdominis, that deep 6. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale, lean forward. Half push up. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra with your knees on the mat. And exhale, roll back. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees as much as needed. We're going to do a little booty bouncing, releasing any stress or tension in our pelvis. It's oftentimes where we store a lot of our emotions. Push the mat away. Feel that more length in the spine. As you energetically press the heels down, remember they don't have to touch. We're just creating a goal here. It's mid to have goals. Gently release the weight of the head, gently nodding yes, shaping no. Deep breath in. And exhale. Release. Go ahead and walk your hands like feet. Put back of the mat. Bend your knees as much as needed here. And we're going to piece finger grip. So latching onto the big toe. And you want to have about 2 fist distance. 2 fist distance between your feet. So we're latching on big toe. I'll come over here so you can see. And then pressing your thumb into the big toe as you wing out your elbows. Bend your knees as much as needed. So quadriceps are in contact with your abdomen. Flat back, and then release the weight of your head. Taking a deep breath in, stretching our hamstring. Remembering that sustainability. It takes 2 minutes for the body to get the hint. We're just practicing yoga. We're not going to hold it for 2 minutes today. This is time under passive tension. Inhaling for 4 this time. Exhale for 6. Inhale with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully, exhale completely. On your next inhale, release the peace finger grip. Coming back to flat back. And then walk your hands all the way back to a plank position. Inhale, lean forward. Half push up. Inhale, upward facing dog, cobra. And exhale, roll back to down and dog. Bend your knees out like a frog, look forward and step, hop or float to the top of the mat. Release the weight of your head, micro bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows. Just a little sway from side to side, maybe even imagining your body like a pendulum as you go to the right side. On your next inhale, release your elbow, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms going out and up, palms touch, look up. And exhale, release. Shake it out, shaking the right, shaking the left, your right foot, left foot, full body shake, making the thing, I release, letting it go. Coming back to the top of your mat, rocking pose. Yeah, right. Inhale, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, flat back to your high plank. Lean forward, half push up. Inhale up. And exhale. Pushing them out away. Bending into the knees. A little twerking motion. For 3. For 2. And 1. Bend your knees out like a frog. Look forward. Step, hop, or float to the top. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms going out in front. Palms touch, look up. And exhale, release. Okay, do you have a stool or a little table or even your couch? Yeah. Look at you. You're doing it. Okay. We're gonna get into our hip flexors. So another option, you can use like a weight, a book, something that's gonna help with loading weight forward. But first, let's just set this one up. This is gonna help with our hip flexors. Do you have any sciatica, anything of that nature? And it's just making sure you create an outward rotation of the foot that's upright. So I'm starting with my right, you can use your left. It's like a half squat position. You're gonna squeeze in with your supporting legs, so the standing legs, squeezing the glutes, just noticing the way in which your pelvis moves. And that's gonna also help if you're noticing some tension or tightness here. So starting with the C grip, so grabbing your waist, inhale, lengthen the spine. I always like to also kind of turn out my left foot, but we're gonna see what feels comfy for you. Inhale, and then exhale, coming into that flat back. And imagine someone pulling lovingly, pulling your hips back, and then release. You're gonna release the C grip, release the head. We're not gonna be here for 2 minutes, like I had mentioned, that's like when your body gets the hint. But if this is something that you add into your routine, remembering those 3 principles, letting my voice just kind of be a guide. We won't be holding this for too long. We're going to extend out our exhalation. So that's one of our principles, is using our breath. So as we inhale from our belly for 4, we're going to extend out our exhalation for 6. That is one of our principles of this sort of restorative style of yoga. So inhaling with me for 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds, just like that. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming through to the flat back, and all the way up to your C grip. And then we're going to turn, so we're facing the stool. And we're going to do a little counter pose. So just flexing the toes backward, and just maybe coming forward, just kind of like a floppy forward fold. If flexing the toes causes any sort of discomfort, bend into it. Just allow your body to reset. No matter how strenuous that was for you, it's always nice to have a counter pose. And then whenever you're ready, I'm going to inhale, come up. You just kind of shake it out a little bit. Notice when we practice asymmetrically like we're doing, Notice how is it now compared to the one that hasn't gone. So just take a mental note for yourself. Maybe you notice something, maybe you don't. And whenever you're ready, bring the left or opposite foot, creating an outward rotation. And then maybe a slight turn out the supporting leg. So you grip the waist, inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, fold forward, imagine lovingly pulling your hips back as you're still creating that outward rotation here with the foot on the stool. So now we're adding on. So we had our principle extending out our exhalation. So noticing as you inhale for 4, extending out your exhalation for 6. Let's move into another principle while we're still holding this one. This is time under passive tension. So not going past that 4 out of 10 intensity. So if we're holding it for 30 seconds today, or maybe tomorrow, if it's something you come back to, or next week, maybe adding on a couple more seconds. Noticing that is when body starts hitting the hip. You can start adding on some incremental steps towards your goal. Breathe together for 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale. 4, 6. Slowly. And exhale completely. Long next inhale, coming to a flat back, see grip the waist. Bring all the way up, bring your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, roll them back. Head and face. Squaring out the hips, space, and just allow yourself to forward fold on top of your leg. It can even be a little bit of a dynamic movement. Moving your hips from side to side, or just allow yourself that reset. Deep breath in. And release. Seeing that you guys both have access to a stool, we're going to do something else with this. So let's just place it off to the side for now, but we will be coming back to it. And then meeting me at the top, the mats, feet together, hinging from the hips, bend your knees, fingertips graze the sides of your feet, graze the mat. Inhale, arms may go out and up. We're in chair pose, feeling that activation, feeling that sensation, and release, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, step back to high plank, press back to downward facing dog. Here in your down dog, place the left foot at 45, so heel is making contact with the mat, and toes are facing the long side of the mat. On your inhale, bend the right knee, bring it as close to your chest as possible, and then grab a hold of it. That C grip again. Grab a hold of it, heel toe. Just allowing yourself, maybe you can use some blocks or pillows on opposite side. Allowing yourself, before we go into that full warrior 1, just go back and forth a little bit. Remembering it's a slight pull of that right hip, so imagine someone lovingly pulling the hip back. Creating this outward rotation in the back leg, like inward rotation. Front. Let's inhale, arms going out and up, palms touch. Warrior 1. Finding that drifty focal point in front of you. Unshrug the shoulders, press the palms together. Breathe into your intention. Whatever that was for you, maybe it's changed, maybe it's the same. Mine was love. So breathing into that for 1, 2, 3, and release. And release, step back to high plank, and press back to down dog. Place the right foot at 45, bring the left foot forward, and an option to C grip the shin, ankle, pant, whatever you can grab a hold of, coming onto blocks, either side, or fingertips. Just a little bit of dynamic movement. Noticing that sometimes when we come from the approach of extra movement before stagnant posture, it can help hold, bring a little extra ease. Inhale. Warrior 1, other side. Listeners, you're holding warrior 1, activating the glutes, so squeezing the glutes. feeling that slight outward rotation of the front leg, like inward rotation back leg. Unshrug the shoulders, and in this moment, just think the suggestion, I am a warrior, and notice how your body responds as you breathe in fully. Exhale completely. And step back to high plank. Lean forward, half push up, inhale up. And exhale, roll back. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees out like a frog, look forward, step, hop, or flip to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, release. And you bring your hips, bend your knees, allowing your abdomen to make contact with your quadricep. Arms go out and up, chair pose. Deeper breath in. Deeper breath out. Splash out of the water, open up. Down pose. Ah. Thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, thumbs down. How are we doing? Yeah? Okay. Shake it out. Shake it out. Maybe even say hand release. Feeling that we're making the change on the cellular level. The very flat pattern intro. Here we go. Inch from the hips, bend the knees, fingertips graze. Arms go out and up, palms touch, look up. Inhale as you press the palms together. This is still active. And as you exhale, swipe to the right, look right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, swipe left, look left. Inhale back to center. Hold for breath. And repeat. So on dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to your high plank. Lean forward. Half push up. Inhale up. And exhale, roll back. Downward facing dog. This time, downward facing dog. On your inhale, go ahead and lift the right, bend the right knee, open up the right hip. Do a little donkey kick, so flexing, make that dorsal flexion, flexing the toes as you're just imagining kicking your booty. Activating the butt fibers, bottom butt fibers, for 3, for 2, and 1. Go ahead and close the right hip, lower the right foot, other side, inhale. Bend the right knee, open up the right hip. Once again, dorsal flexion, for 3, 2, and 1. Close left hip, lower the left foot, inhale. Raise the right foot, bend the right knee, bring it as close to the chest as possible. Go ahead and bring the right foot forward, lower the left knee, untuck the toes, going into a little lizard lunge. So once again, an option here can be to put blocks or pillows on either side. We're just going to do a little bit of a dynamic approach to this. So just allowing yourselves on the inhale to come forward, exhale, come back. I also like to open up the right foot just a little bit and kind of just see what feels good for you. Inhaling, coming forward, opening the chest, and exhale, going back. 2 more here. Inhale and exhale. Last one, we're gonna hold forward, find that sustainable. Not going past that 4 out of 10. And then just finding a spot to focus on. Imagine breathing in through that focal point. And imagining as you breathe in through that focal point, fusing it, weaving it in with your intention, love, peace, whatever it was for you. And then release, counter pose, just allowing yourself to come back, flexing the toes to meet your face. Also consider it as a half split. And release, go ahead and step back to high plank. Press back, downward facing dog. Bending into the left knee, bring it close to chest as possible, and C grip, meaning grab it, shin, ankle, pant leg, heel toe. Just being mindful, the reason why we C grip, being mindful that the knee doesn't go so far over the toes, protecting our knees. Untuck the toes or tuck, whatever feels comfy for the opposite side. And once again, just kind of seesawing, going back and forth. Just noticing the way in which your biomechanics are operating in this moment. Releasing contrast, releasing judgment, paying attention to right here, right now. Breathe in, and as you breathe out. And on the next inhale, go ahead and find that sustainable point. Find your focal point. Interesting. You can also bring the opposite hand in if that feels comfy, and allow the ninth edge of your foot. So you just rolling over the foot if that feels good. Just noticing the stretch as you're stretching your hip flexors. Also stretching your deep six muscle, like your piriformis. And breathing in through that focal point of drishti, using it with loving kindness, loving awareness. Ready. So gently counter pose. Allowing those toes to flex towards your face as in say your feet. Oh. Really fluid their head. Deeper breath in. Deeper breath out. All right, stepping back here to tabletop, just this transition coming into plank pose and back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees out like a frog, look forward. And this time we're gonna booty bounce as we tiptoe. So booty bounce, tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Booty bounce, tiptoe, releasing stress, tension in the pelvis. Once you get to the top, release. Hinge from the hips, bend your knees, fingertips, arms go out and up. Press the palms together, just like how we started this particular part of the practice. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, swipe right, look right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, swipe left, look left. Inhale, back to center. Deep breath in. And imagine splashing on the water. Open up, saying the word yes. And release. Right. Inhale, arms going out and up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to high plank pose. This time, lean forward. In 5 seconds, we're going to lower down all the way to our bellies. Here we go. 5, 4, 2, and 1. And bend your elbows. And place your left ear on top of your right hand. And once again, going into somatic regulation. So oftentimes you might see kids do this. This is actually something I'm really grounding. So you're just swaying your hips from side to side. If you're ever feeling like you're so caught up in your mind, you want to just really down regulate your nervous system. It's a great practice. They were just playing for 3. Same hips for 2. And 1. On your next inhale, go and extend your arms out in front of you. Do 3 variations of superhero pose. So I always like to say kiss the mat to prepare, but you don't actually have to kiss your mat. This isn't my mat, so I'm probably not going to. But let's go ahead and just make contact with it. Inhale fully, exhale completely. And then on your inhale, you're going to lift everything up. Squeezing your glutes, palms facing down. Nothing wonky with your neck. You are flying. Imagining your favorite superhero. Flying over the city, flying over the vast terrain for 3 deep breathing 2. And opposite ear, opposite hand, make contact. Give your body full permission to rest in between, shaking the hips from side to side. Maybe imagining that you're embodying Elvis for a moment, or not, just allowing this to feel good. And I'm going to inhale, coming back to center, extend your arms out like a T. Really picture it first, imagine yourself flying all around. Make contact with the mat, maybe with your nose. Inhale fully, exhale completely. And inhale, lift everything up, up, up. Veering over to the left, veering over to the right. Knowing how good this is for your overall spinal flexibility and overall range of motion and day-to-day life. Keep lifting, keep breathing, keep flying. You got this. You can do it. And release. Change sides, change gears. Breath in. Deep breath out. Bend your knees. And let's just do a little windshield wiper before we do our last variation. So just allowing your feet to fall to the left. Now back to center. Allow your feet to fall to the right. Inhale back to center. And bring your head to center. Making contact with the mat, with your forehead as you grab for your shin, ankle, pant leg, whatever is accessible. Remember, our goal is to keep our knees together. But if they still happen to come apart, that's okay. It's no sort of bad regression. So inhale, exhale, and inhale, lift everything up. Keep lifting, keep breathing. Simultaneously, you're pulling and pushing, feeling into that resistance, knowing just how good this is for you. Keep breathing at this and leaving you. And release. Yeah. Give yourself some rest. Bending into the knee. Allowing them to go to the right side. Back to center. And the left side. And back to center. And lower them down. Placing your forearms in contact with the mat. Allowing your fingertips to spread outward. Coming into a nice reset for your spine. Sphinx pose. This should feel really nourishing, really hydrating for you. Always an option to go into a full Sphinx pose. But guess what? You receive the same benefits. If this feels comfortable for you, you're welcome to do this. Otherwise, just taking a moment to breathe. Your forearms in contact. This one always feels really good for me. Everything will feel really good for you. Breath in and exhale, release. All right, this time the lower all the way down. Bring your hands underneath their shoulders. We're just going to do a little bit of baby cobra. As we're kind of focusing a little bit more on our spine this moment. So as we inhale, we're going to lift up, baby cobra, lift the hands. And release down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up, lift the hands, baby cobra. And release. Last one, we're going to hold. So inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Extend your arms out in front of you. And then bring them back. Extension. Back. Extension. And back. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, come all the way up into tabletop, similar to how we started, just noticing a little organic spinal movement, noticing the hips, maybe feeling a little extra spaciousness, maybe not, honoring your process. All is welcome, all is correct. Protract the shoulders, release, protract, and release. Last one, protract, and release. Okay, so for this next part, you're gonna bring your stool closer to you. And we're gonna do supported pigeon to get into our hip thrusters a little bit. So what we'll do to go into this is we'll start in our down dog. However you'd like to get there. A little bit of bouncing from side to side, a little walking the dog. Pushing them out of the way, feeling a little extra length in the spine. And then on your next inhale, you're gonna go lift the right, bend the right knee, get as close to the chest as possible, and then lower it down. So what I like to facilitate this, I like to encourage using pillows, blankets, whatever, and placing it. So if I'm facing black mat and black pants, but if I'm facing so you can see, allowing yourself to come more onto that hip. Oftentimes when it's being cued or taught, we get really caught up in having it look a certain way. We're bringing our hip all the way forward or bringing our foot all the way forward, and it's really compromising, taking away from really what it's supposed to be doing. If this does not feel good for you, you can always come down onto your back and you can receive the same benefits by going into figure 4. And if you do figure 4 and you feel like threading the needle, you can come through and bring it closer to your chest. Same benefits. Yeah. Hey. Yes, feel good. Okay, so here we go. Coming back to those principles. I like to use this just to provide a little extra support, and it allows me to actually really dip into a little extra stretch. So just seeing how you like it. So we won't be here for too long. But let's establish our breathing. So we're gonna extend out our exhalation to 7 now. Breathing out light constriction in the back of the throat. So think when you're in front of a mirror and you're fogging up the mirror and going ha. Think of that ha above the closed mouth. Let's begin. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep this breath. Second principle. Bring time under positive tensions. Won't be here for very long today. This is the way which, and when you practice it, you can add on a few more seconds every time. And eventually making your way up to 2 minutes. And maybe even longer than that. The next principle is to imagine your body so relaxed that it's like a noodle. Maybe it's a penne pasta or spaghetti or fettuccine. I don't know. Just imagine your body so limp and loose in your lap. All right, noticing all those feels as we're practicing stretching asymmetrically and slowly, gently pressing yourself upright and coming onto your thigh. So kind of getting a little bit into that fascia stretch. Yeah, so maybe I can notice for myself a little bit of tightness here. So just using those fingertips kind of help, yeah. Just gonna get into the thighs. And when you're ready, slowly, gently going to the other side. Always an option to come back to down dog, sending that opposite leg up, as close to the chest as possible, and then coming down, or just making your way to the other side. Once again, if you'd like to put a pillow there, so roll over it. A little extra cushion. There, feels comfy, cozy for you. Bring yourself forward. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, allowing yourself to come forward. And then coming back into our breath with this more stagnant posture, so extending out the exhalation. We're almost at that doubled exhalation, but not quite. So I'm just inhaling from your belly for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remembering this breath. Sending your exhalation acting your parasympathetic nervous system. And also becoming aware of the ways in which we can slow it down. Oftentimes when we're feeling stressed, it just feels like it's all encompassing. It feels fast. Taking a moment to attend your breath, really slow it down. And just knowing going back to center, wherever center needs to be. And imagine your body like a noodle, whatever that means. Where you just relax, limp. All right. Breathe in one more time, the other one around it, and breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. Noticing this side, the other side. And what's fascinating too, you see what's fascinating too, is that because we're stretching asymmetrically, and if this was something that you wanted to kind of add into a daily practice, if one side you need a little extra time, you can just add on. Whereas when you're practicing symmetrically, it's hard to adjust and attune in that. So I'm just doing a little bit of chill viper, but if it feels better, using the support of those fingertips, coming back, go ahead, roll into it, find that that spot that just needs a little extra love, and you can hold it and breathe. You're letting your body know that you're safe. You're just practicing yoga, and then coming back. All right, let's make our way. Let's make our way onto our back. So placing stool off the side, don't really need that anymore. I know you have blocks and then also pillow work too. So just placing those nearby somewhere. Coming onto your back, go ahead and grab for your shin or ankle and bring your heels as close to your butt as possible. Placing your palms down like brakes. Slight gentle tuck, chin, inhale, lift your hips up, squeeze. And slowly, gently articulate your spine in such a way where it's vertebra by vertebra all the way down. Just a few little reset. Okay, here we go. Two more. Inhale, lift up, squeeze at the top. And slow, gentle, all the way down. Last one. And we're holding it. Inhale, lifting up, squeeze, hold. Now remembering that flat part of the sacrum, we're going to place our blocks underneath. So we're doing a supported bridge. It feels really good. I know we've done it before. I don't have blocks today, so I'm just going to place a pillow. I might need another one. I'll go ahead also lower down just to see if there's any extra support that is needed. Yeah. So just feeling for that flat part. Beautiful. Let this just feel really nourishing. Yeah. And then breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Place your hands like brakes, palms on mat to the floor. Lift the hips up, and slowly, gently placing books or blocks or pillows off to the side. And then allowing your knees to fall open like a book as you place the feet, and then maybe even putting a block in between the feet. Whatever feels good for you. Yeah, I like to put a block. And then don't ever feel like you have to bring your heels as close to your groin as possible. It's actually more beneficial to start with more spaciousness. And then maybe even placing a hand on your belly. Feel the rise of your inhalation, fall of your exhalation. This is our anchor spot, anchoring us to our belly, anchoring us to our breath. And maybe even placing one hand on your heart. That's our second anchor spot here, noticing the rise of our chest on the inhalation, the fall of our chest on the exhalation. Just taking a moment for yourself to breathe in, breathe out. Sometimes something as simple as I know I'm breathing in, inhale, and I know I'm breathing out, exhale. Something simple would be a wonderful suggestion, something you're already doing, but it's a way of coming back into the present moment. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, they come and they go. So noticing them and then coming back to your breath. You can think of this as like an anchor phrase. Then whenever you're ready, no rush, you can go ahead and release this posture. Release this posture and come all the way into Shavasana. Just allowing yourself to feel really, really nourished. So if there's any other movements that would give you even more access to that relaxation pose, go ahead and do it online the time. Be here for a few minutes. Letting all just release any of the thoughts are the need to just taking a moment. You're noticing your body and space, noticing your breath, and even notice your heartbeat. Sure. Representation of starting again every day, and even every moment can be unique and again. And the main forgetting was, but it's being peace, yourself, your health, what's around you. And slowly, gently making your way to a comfortable feet position. Moving that fleshy part of your bottom back so you don't lose much weight in your lumbar spine. Placing your palms upright. It's just a way in which we can offer, receive. And soften your gaze, closing your eyes. We'll end our practice today with 3 rounds of diaphragmatic breathing. Breathing in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4 at the bottom. Inhale with me for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Placing right hand on your heart, left hand on your abdomen. Feel free to repeat this just as we start this practice. Feel and strengthen both our body and our mind. May this practice feel and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. Slowly, gently on your body, your time, your mind, and especially your heart, and coming up. Thank you. It's an honor to be with you.